Hey, it's Gabi. It's day 7. I wanted to tell you about Menstrual cup. This is TMI. You can turn the video off right now. Menstrual cup, this is what it looks like. I threw the box away, so I can't even tell you the company that makes it, but I wanted to tell you about it. Just, I've been using tampons and pads for 25 years. I'm 40 now. Never even heard of this until we were in, I think in Nepal, in some guest house, I saw a sign about it, and maybe somewhere in Latin America. And I thought, okay, hippie freaks, like, what is this menstrual cup or moon cup? And I just, totally wrote it off. And then I just said writ it off. Oh my God. So I finally got to India. 2 people that I esteem there, that I cannot speak English. 2 people that I esteem their opinion. All right, so 2 people that I hold in high esteem. Does that make sense? Told me about the menstrual cup. And here's what it says. Menstrual cup is a safe and easy, ecological, and inexpensive alternative to tampons. Made of 100% medical grade silicone, it is hypoallergenic and can last up to 10 years and can be used by all women. Menstrual cup have been used safely for 75 years, and there's no proven link between their use and TSS. Anyway, I told Danya about it. I'm like, hey, how about I get you a menstrual cup? And she's like, Ema, do you think I would put a cup up my vagina? And I was like, okay, well, so here's the thing. You don't need tampons anymore. You don't need pads. You don't have all of the mess, the blood. You have to dispose of it, the environment. If you put it in the sewage system, it goes through the sewage system, which is really not good for the sewage. It takes more money to clean your water. It doesn't have to use any waste. And here's what it looks like. Where's my menstrual cup? TMI so much. So here's the menstrual cup. They come in a size 1 or a size 2. Size 1 is probably before you've had children. Size 2 is if you've had children. At first I was laughing. I'm like, I need a size 6. I had 3 kids. So what this is, hold it like this. Put it in the vagina. It opens and then makes a suction. Holds all the discharge, bloody, that you have. And then when you get to the bathroom, you either pull it out, because of suction, they suggest if you hold aside, then it breaks the suction. You pull it out, empty it, rinse it. Especially in India, there's always water around. I guess if you're not in India, you need to have a sink nearby, or a veggie sprayer like we have, because otherwise, if you're not, you can also use a wet wipe, put it back in. They say always wash your hands with soap before you use them, and then the first time before you use it, and after each period, you put it, here I'm boiling water right now, you put it in a pot and boil it for up to 5 minutes, just to be sure that it is sterilized. Also, if you can, I always wash my hands with soap before I go to the bathroom to be sure that I'm clean and I don't put anything dirty in the vagina. So the funny thing is, when I first got it, I looked at it and I told Ritika, I bought mine at the Space, I said, are you serious? Like, that's huge. And she's like, I hope Kobe is bigger than that. What I meant was, usually tampons and penises have this like round tip shape so that it enters a little more easily. Even the ultrasound that my gynecologist has a shape, and this is like an awkward shape. It's like, hi, I don't really smoothly fit in, but it does. So the first time I used it wasn't so good. I think I put it in like this, and I think it stayed like this, so it leaked. So they suggest, even in the instructions, the first time you use it, the first times, have pads in case you mess up, and then after that it was fine. A few mishaps, sort of like I lost it one time, like, oh my God, I got sucked all the way up in there. How do I get it out? And I'm digging, looking for it, and I can't find it. So it's always there. You just have to kind of learn how to use it. So that's the only thing I don't like, is sometimes I have to kind of dig to find it. Like, okay, we're playing hide and seek. Who can find the menstrual cup? So, I guess it's slightly less entertaining than those women in Thailand that do that show where they shoot things out of their vaginas. I imagine it's slightly less entertaining than that, but probably on the same level. So leave a comment if you want. If you're a man, there was a man in the Ringo and Miranda's clinic. His name is William, really great guy. And we were talking about menstrual cups, and he was totally in the conversation. Like, he was interrupting and had opinions and thoughts. And he looks at us and laughs. He's like, you'd think that, I was a woman, We're like, you know, for someone who doesn't even have a vagina, you have a lot of opinions about menstrual cups. So he was really funny. He was talking about tampons and pads and, you know, all this stuff as if like, you know, he was a sister. He knew. And then, what's his name? Chaim was there. Really funny. We talked about, you know, I was very much wanting to go on an adventure, but I realized that I can't. So I was just making up all these different excuses, and the first thing I latched onto was fear. And I said, I just met a woman actually who a taxi driver tried to rape her here in India. And someone else who told me she went on a train alone and someone felt her up. And I'm like, I'm a woman alone. Can I travel alone in India? And my fear was talking. I know I'd be fine. And I'd find people to sit with and be with, and I wouldn't be alone. And Chaim says, I don't know. He's this big guy with tattoos and this burly guy with this big beard. And he says, I don't know. Last time I traveled alone in India, you know. And we just said, all you have to do is like take your testicles and just like push them up here. And then, you know, you'd have boobs. And then you could see what it's like to travel alone as a woman in India. So that's it. Menstrual cups, moving testicles, hide and seek. I think we covered it all. If you want to leave a comment, if you're a man or a woman, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Yalla.